Good morning, Doc Rachel, and good morning, classmates. Today I'll be presenting the study titled The Effect of Influence Embedded Physics Instructions on Students' Academic Performance by Domart Ace G. Duque and Lydia S. Roleda from the De La Salle University. This study has been presented in the De La Salle University Research Congress way back 2019 in Manila, Philippines. The background of this study. Many students view physics as boring and difficult. Many students has been casted on motivation and learning attitudes, but the cases of underperforming and undermotivated students still continues. Persuasion has always been a part of our human daily interaction. It has and it is used by all walks of life and has already been perforated digital platforms. Many Filipino students suffer from low retention of concepts, limited reasoning and analytical skills, and poor communication skills. These low performance indicators were attributed to the quality of teachers, the teaching and learning process, the school curriculum, instructional materials, and administrative support. Among the different realms of science, it has been noted that physics is viewed as the most challenging area. Traditionally, physics attracts less students and has a lower success rate compared with chemistry and biology. According to Williams et al. 2023, the most apparent reason for the students' lack of interest in physics was that the students found the subject boring and perceived it as difficult. On the other hand, Johnson, 2021, suggested that the cause might lie in the transmission of knowledge, the facilities available, the learners, the nature of their learning, or the nature of the knowledge itself. Despite countless researches in motivation, attitude, and other factors that could help improve learning, these scenarios still exist in the Philippine public high school system. So this made the researcher look for other avenues like the persuasion to help improve students' performance. So that's the background of this study. The statement of the problem or the general objective. This study sought to improve students' learning performance through influence embedded physics instruction or IEPI. Next is the instruments being used in the study. First is the influence embedded learning materials, and these instruments are the combination of group boxes, hands-out, exams, activities, presentations, incentive, and rewards that were utilized in the study. The second instrument used in this study is the evaluation tool for the learning materials. This was prepared, which evaluated in terms of how evident the principles of persuasion and how visible the core factors of FOG behavior model are in the physics learning instruction prepared. The third instrument is the pretest and post-test per module. The pretest and post-tests for each of the three modules were obtained from the DepEd Science Grade 9 learning module that was published in 2014. And also, journals, each student was asked and encouraged to have their own reflections about the session, focusing their thoughts and feelings about what happened in the class. Another instrument used in the study is the observation forms. The researcher used the Instructional Supervision Form 1, a standard supervision form used by head teachers in observing teachers in public schools. The last instrument is the interviews, which focus group discussions were conducted among selected students to verify their insights in their journal. Next is the procedure. For the duration of the intervention, the researcher prepared and corresponds all the learning materials that were used to the teacher implementer. This was done to ensure that there would be no teacher factor that could affect the results of the study. The researcher utilized the physics modules in the learner's manual provided by DepEd for public schools. Modifications were made while keeping the learning competencies and objectives and delivery times unchanged. During the intervention, all the needed learning materials by the students were provided by the researcher through the teacher implementer. All material are in Filipino, but the scientific terms remained in English. So these were all provided to cater ability and reciprocations. The researcher would like to note that the provision of teachers to all the needs by the students is rarely observed in the Philippines public school system. Moreover, researcher prepared pre-lesson activities which were evident in IEPI. The activities were based on references familiar to students' interests and humor line games and characters and also who got lines. These were done to improve liking and reciprocation among students. And also, the pre-test and post-tests provided were originally from the grade 9 teacher's manual given by the Department of Education. It was translated in Filipino, and the scores were analyzed using t-tests for paired samples and, of course, effect size. The topics were impulse and momentum, work, power, and energy, as well as electricity and magnetism. And lastly, journals and target score in the answer sheet's name grid allow avenues for consistency to take place. Results and discussion. The first is the impact of IEPI on students' performance. The mean scores of the pre-test and post-test for every module was compared. And the major result shows that all post-test scores for each module were significantly higher than the pre-test score with a p-value of 0.000. A moderate effect was observed in the impulse and momentum, electricity and magnetism with a Cohen's d value of 0.60 and 0.76 respectively. So this implies that approximately 1 in every 5 students taught in Module 1 had shown improvement, while 2 in every 7 students improved for Module 3. Module 2 got the highest Cohen's d value of 0.96, which is categorized as large effect. So this means that for every 3 students taught in electricity and magnetism, there is one who improved in terms of the knowledge gained. Number 2 is on students' reflections and experiences on IEPI. Among the most prominent feedback during the interviews and journal entries of the participants is their appreciation and somehow guilt for performing poor despite the efforts done by their teacher. They felt special because the intervention was done for them and not the top section of their batch. Some students noticed the efforts needed to think, type, and print the materials they received on almost a daily basis. The participants find the games and gimmicks funny and the candies and prizes worth their effort. These show that ranking and scarcity could affect how students perform in class. It also shows that even the simplest treat like candy can make a difference in a class, especially for underperforming students. One of the most appreciated during the conduct of IEPI was the proactive use of Filipino in classroom discussion as well as with all the learning materials provided to students. Many participants were thankful and agree that they learned better with Filipino. Participants also agree that the hands-out prepared for them helped them understand concepts better because aside from having a reference, they can focus more on listening in the discussion because their attention is not divided with writing, which they normally do in their normal class. So this shows that the provision of materials and language are important ability factors that should be taken into consideration when we want to empower the desired behavior of our students. And lastly, some students became a little conscious about their performance and happy at the same time because they observe some good changes with their underperforming friends. Some participants even feel pressured and surprised whenever their friends receive prizes. They credit these changes to the candies and prizes and to the provision of materials whenever they do individual and group tasks. This shows that social proof is evident and that making tasks look easy can help underperforming students engage more in physics. Third is teacher implementers' reflections and experiences on IEPI. From the interview with the teacher implementer, it was revealed that the class noise became more academic and that more students were engaged with the group activities. They also noticed an increase of quantity of outputs and that somehow there was an improvement in its quality. They also mentioned that the lesson schedule was properly adhered. And lastly, they say that there was nothing much to say about the high scores, but the number of low scores decreases. The conclusions of this study. Despite the negative connotation associated with persuasion, there are avenues where it can be applied positively like education. IEPI showed to have significant positive effect on students' pretest and post-test score. This study also reveals that motivators like candies and rewards, no matter how simple, are effective in helping students do behavior they are asked or expected to do. Also, the provision of all learning materials and proactive use of Filipino really help underperforming students learn, accomplish, and participate in tasks. Lastly, it was revealed that the most effective persuasion principles in improving students' performance were reciprocation, liking, social proof, and scarcity. Recommendations. These studies serve as a good takeoff to further look into the following. Number one, the persuasion principle that has the immediate and or lasting effect. Number two, the extent of assistance teachers are willing to provide unmotivated students without turning them complacent or too dependent on outside help. And last but not the least, other avenues that teachers can explore to encourage commitment among students.